Hey everybody, what's up? It's Scott the Frozen Gamer, and today I am talking about breaking news on new board games. I found 5 new games on BGG that were just entered into BGG's database, and I'm very excited about them, and I want to talk about them with you. There we go, you. So let's start with the first one. These are in alphabetical orders. Things might change. They're just randomly new added to the database, so who knows what's going to happen with them. The first one is Cordoba by, this is why it's on the list, Reiner Knizia, who, if you don't know him, he did Raw, Modern Art, My City. The artist is Gil Martimiano, who's most known for being one of 12 artists of the game For Sale. And Paper Games is the publisher, and this is their 8th game in their Microline series. This is a 2-player only game. It's 10 to 15 minutes long. And the blurb is, who will better spend the time of your visit in Cordoba? So this game, Reiner Knizia modeled it after his own game, Battle Line. And what you're gonna be doing is playing a card. There's gonna be like locations in Cordoba out in front of you, and you're gonna be playing a card face down in front of it. And whatever time is on the bottom side of the card is how much time you're gonna be spending at that location. Then another player can place a card at either the same location or a different location. As soon as they play, both players have played in the same location, you flip both of your cards over to see who is spending more time there. And whoever is controlling the city. But here's the catch, is that you can keep playing more cards at that location once it's turned over to try to, if you're behind, try to gain more in that city, spend more time in that location, or if you're ahead, try to make it too hard for the other person to come back and gain more time in that location. And once all the cards are played, whoever has the most location points wins the game. It's very much like, as they said, Battle Line, and it kind of sounds like it has that Hanamakoji feel to it as well. Game number 2, this is kind of like one of my hidden gem games. This one is Eau Claire Traction. And it's by Scott Dyer and Drew Seveland. Drew Seveland also did the art, and the publisher is Oddly Specific Board Games. This is their own company, and they're new to the game market, and they're looking to bring locally designed games to the market. This is a 3 to 6 player game. It looks like a big game. It sounds like a big game, but they're saying it only lasts 35 to 50 minutes. And the blurb is, investors compete for real estate purchases and the building of a trolley line. And it sounds like at first in the game, you're going to be making investments in different locations around Eau Claire, the city of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And then you try to build the trolley lines to help make money off of your investments on these locations. Probably around where the trolley line is going is what I'm guessing. They say there's going to be negotiation in the game, and it's not clear exactly how, but they also said that you're going to be using your connections through a city council member of Eau Claire to try to help make your investments prosper. So I'm guessing that's where the negotiation comes in, and that's exciting to me, is kind of playing like an investment economic game with negotiation in it. Sounds fun. And also, I'm guessing that this game is based off of the history of the city of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The next game is also kind of a hidden gem, but in a different way. It's Kansas City, the trick-taking game. And this is by Christopher Ray, who I believe today, July 10th, when I'm recording this, 2024, his game Xylotar just got released, just got out on the market from Bezier Games. He also designed Rewind. He kind of self-published that on GameCrafter. Megan Russell's doing the art. She does a lot of his art. And this one is self-published as well. And I usually don't talk about self-published games, but it's a Christopher Ray game. I think out of Americans making trick-taking games, getting confused with his name, trick-taking games, that he's one of the, just has some of the neatest ideas with trick-taking games out there. So anytime I see a new game from him, I'm going to be excited. I'm really into trick-taking games right now, like the rest of the world and the board gaming world is. So that is partially why I am super excited about this one. This one plays 4 to 5 players. It's 45 minutes long. And here's how this one plays. The blurb is, upgrade your hand to make a fixed bid, but don't take too many tricks. So every round of the game, there's going to be a fixed bid that everyone's trying to hit. and you want to hit that bid. You don't want to go over that bid. So you want to win tricks, but you don't want to have too strong of a hand because then you're going to go over. And Christopher Ray designed the game so that at least one person is going to go over their bid every single round. They're going to have too strong of a hand. And one thing that you want to do besides winning these tricks, though, is you want to lose tricks as well, because then you get to upgrade your cards with a trump card. So it sounds like it's like a tug of war of how strong do I want to be and how weak do I want to be so I can get myself stronger. That sounds really interesting for a trick-taking game. I've never heard of someone like changing the actual cards in your hand on a trick-taking game. So that's a really cool sounding mechanism. Game number 4 is Pergola by Michael Golubiowski, who designed Destinies and Horror on the Orient Express. And then Ziemek, sorry, I gotta get my Polish correct here. Ziemek Wojkowiak, who designed Chronicles of Avel. Carolina Kiak, who did the art for Meadow, is doing the art for this one. And Rebel Studios, the publisher, who just recently did Mlem. They also did Meadow, Chronicles of Avel, one of my favorite games, K2. It's 1 to 4 players for this game, Pergola, and 45 to 60 minutes long. And in it, the blurb is grow plants, invite insects, and make your garden look beautiful. So it was kind of unclear. There's very little on it, and I couldn't really pull exactly how you play the game off of what they wrote, but it says grab a tool that has an action associated with it, and then some items, and then you use the tool's action on your turn. And that's basically all I could get from the game. There's no art on it yet, but I know it will be beautiful with the artist of Meadow, not the designer, but the artist of Meadow doing the art for this one. And they said the game is going to be pretty open in how you place the things out in your garden, and how you build your garden. So after 15 rounds, the gardens are going to be just vastly different from one another, and they're going to score differently. And then the most points at the end of the game wins the game. So there's other games out there with similar themes, especially now with all the nature themes out there. But this duo that did Destinies, Horror on the Orient Express, the artists of Meadow, and then Rebel Studios publishing it, the team there has me totally interested in this one. And the last game I'm going to talk about is Station to Station. This is by Stephen Aramini, who did Sprawlopolis, actually all the Opolis games, some other Button Shy games. Very recently did Flip Town, which got really good reviews. And then, of course, he's co-designing it with Jonny Pac, who's done Merchant's Cove, Sierra West, Coloma, Unconscious Mind, he co-designed. And then Laura Bevan is one of the co-artists in the game, who did Between Two Cities of Mad King Ludwig and Sabika. And then Javier Gonzalez Cava is the other artist on it, who I just actually really love his art for my personal taste. And he did Cooper Island and Sky Mines, amongst many others. And the publisher of this one is Alley Cat Games, who's done Dice Hospital, Tinner's Trail, and Autobahn. This game is 2 to 4 players. This is the longest game, probably the biggest game out of all of them, 60 to 90 minutes. And the blurb is pick up and deliver goods to grow your train and build your crew. So it's a train game. And you need to plan your route, hire the correct crew, and manage your cargo. And then that's basically all that it had about this game. But you also have, they said it's a pick up and deliver game, but it also has engine building, which no pun intended, at least on my part, maybe on their part, and set collection involved in the game. So again, a train game. But again, with this team, I have Agropolis is the Opolis game I have. Flip Town's a game I've been wanting to play the roll and write of Flip Town. And then Jonny Pac is just a great designer. And so that has me interested in how they do a train game together. So that's 5 games for you that I'm excited about. I hope you are interested in them too. Let me know if any of those excite you. You can put it in the comments. And till then, till the next time, till the next breaking news that I have, or any other video that I put up, I don't know. I'll talk to you later. Peace and stay cool. Oh boy. I rambled a
lot now.